Hey again, guys. MKS again here. Hope I'm not boring everyone, but hope someone out there will like my videos anyway. But just wanted to continue with my list as usual, as I like to finish my 30-point list. I was thinking there's lots of things that begin with S, but I want to stick to the cleaner ones because I want to, as I talked about before in my previous videos. Please check them out, by the way. Sorry for the plug. But I want to stick to making the videos, and the channel itself as family friendly as possible. So I'm not going to stick to, I'm just going to stick to the cleaner things that begin with S, or the cleaner plans. So I hope I'm making some sense anyway. Yeah, sometimes I even struggle to understand myself. So. Anyway, sorry. I shall continue with the list as I was talking about. Please check out my previous videos, and hope you'll check out as many of my videos as possible. I really appreciate the support. Yeah, so 21, I hope to, oh sorry, I was on point 11, I think I've jumped ahead. Sorry, I hope to hear from people what they would change about the world, like how we could help dyslexic people to gain confidence, so they so they don't commit crimes, or they don't support members of the black community as well, to gain more confidence and to look at the issues about how we can change black on black crime, or people of color, how we can work together and improve relations between like the black community and Native Americans, or the Asian community, mixed race community, and so forth. How we can work together more as well, to empower each other. And I'd love to hear what other people think. Like, what would you change about the world, like about something you think that, like the black and dyslexic community, how would you empower them? But also, I'd love to hear from those communities, like what causes are important to black and stroke or dyslexic people. Like stopping trafficking, or how African leaders can treat their own people better, so they won't want to travel to Europe or risking their life and things like that. So, like if you were Prime Minister, what would you change? Like black or dyslexic people, if you could become Prime Minister, or if you could change things somehow, or if you had a magic wand, what would you change about the world or your own life, or things like that? On that note, 12, I hope to look at like how we can inspire, encourage more black and stroke or dyslexic people. And I forgot to mention in point 11 actually, about changing the perceptions of black and stroke or dyslexic people, and also educating people from Africa about what dyslexia is, and as well as the weaknesses. You might not be the best academically, but we're stronger in other areas. So people from Africa to learn about what strengths dyslexic people have, not just the weaknesses, because I think there's some really good strengths, which I hope to cover in due course. And there's many famous and successful people who have started their own businesses and done great projects and stuff like that, who are dyslexic as well as black, but you normally hear the negative stories. I think it'd be great to change the perception, and let's say not just seeing black people in gangs, but seeing black people as business leaders, professionals, and more black people in police and law and things like that. I think that'd be great, as well as dyslexic people. And also point 12, I think it'd be great to see mentors and role models and people investing in black and stroke or dyslexic people, and like shows like The Apprentice, or Dragon's Den, or Shark Tank, or things like that. There could be special editions of those shows for black and stroke or dyslexic people, or teaching people from disadvantaged backgrounds how to set up their own businesses and things like that. Like Damon John, for instance, from on Shark Tank in the US, is both African American and dyslexic. So I think he's a role model for both communities about how he's built his brand. Shout out to Damon John. and there are many others like that as well, which I hope to come to in time. 13, I hope to cover like scary stories and dyslexics doing scary art for like Halloween and things like that. 14, on Saturday I'll probably be more serious than on like Fridays, because like that's more my fun day and all that. So I know I got a quirky mind, but like maybe cover some of my strange habits. But I hope to stick to one piece of writing, because like on other days I try and write to. Sometimes I procrastinate because I try and take too much on. 15, I hope to talk about my goals and my ethics, like what I stand for and why I support those things, like Celtic Football Club, things like that. Again, why I want to support Africa, reasons to support South Africa and Central Africa and the rest of Africa, like Kenya, or all around Africa. 17, yeah, I hope to, as I said, hope to encourage dyslexic people to use our imagination to make great stories and to work together on projects and support each other's projects, as well as I say, as well as the Black community. And I think dyslexic people especially have great imaginations and things like that. 18, I hope to look at the positive sides of learning disabilities, such as autism, and to see people in Africa and Asia and places like that learning about autism and how autistic people can do great things like maths, science, technology, and things like that. And African countries inviting autistic experts and autistic people to come to Africa to look at technology and how they can support Africans with autism to develop maths, technology, and science, and things like that. As well as dyslexics, people with ADHD, and if they're encouraged, how they can do well. 19, if I get a chance, I'll do live Q&As again, as I say. Sorry for repeating myself. And 20, I hope to work together, like on taking on challenges that face the world. So yeah, I hope you found this, my ideas and my thought process, or my thoughts, interesting. And I certainly hope you don't find it boring. And yeah, I hope you have a great time wherever you are. I'm having a late night because on Friday it's like kind of Friday night / Saturday morning, so it's like 1:30 now in the morning. But because it's like Friday night kind of sort of. Having a late night anyway, so sorry for giving trivial information, but or if I'm a bit tired or whatever. But yeah, as I say, I hope you enjoy it. I always welcome any comments as usual. Thanks. Peace out.